What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another vlog. If you're new here, hi, my name is Carly. I'm a labor and postpartum doula, and I create content all about pregnancy and labor and motherhood and pretty much everything that falls in between. And my family and I currently live in North Carolina. We live in Durham, and this week we are relocating to the state of Vermont. We've been planning this move for months and months and months, and it's finally here, and I wanted to vlog it and share it with you guys. It's going to be a big week. It's going to be a long week. We do not own the current house we are in. We are currently renting this house, which has made the moving process a lot easier than it could have been if we needed to be out by a certain day. We essentially, what we did is purchased a home in Vermont, kind of sight unseen. We had family go and look at the property for us, and our real estate agent went to the property and like FaceTime toward us. So we kind of know what it looks like. I've stared at the pictures 10 million times, so I essentially know what it looks like. But we're making a lot of guesstimates just about what we want to bring, what we don't want to bring. And we chose to continue renting this house through the end of the month so that there wasn't a really tight timeline. Our landlord was super nice and let us do month to month, and only increased our rent a little bit because we knew we were going to be moving, but we didn't know when, and we didn't have a house to move into. So thankfully she let us do that, and we have it through the end of the month, and we're moving kind of in the middle of the month into our new property, which has been very, very helpful. But I still want to make sure that when we leave, we're leaving the house in really great condition. I want my deposit back, and I also want to pay it forward and make sure that my landlord is happy. So the best part about today is that my babysitter is here. She is literally saving our lives. This is like do or die time, and she's coming today, tomorrow, and the next day, which is unbelievable. Wilder is incredibly excited to be moving, and I did this just as a means to help him understand what's happening this week. So he is out of school officially and at home with us this whole week. So what I did is we wrote these numbers on cards together. I had him help me cut them up, tape them, put them on the wall. So I've told him that every morning we will take one card down, and when all of these cards are down and the house is left, that's when we're moving. It's a very big change for a very small child to understand, but he's so aware of everything that's going on around us that I just want to help him have like a visual representation of when we're actually leaving, because he doesn't really, he's 2.5. He doesn't really understand like days of the week and time and hours and all that stuff. He doesn't even really understand that we're like moving out of this state and into another state. So all he knows is that he keeps calling it the new moving house, and he always says want to go to the new moving house, and he knows that we're taking a long car ride to get there. Today's focus is the kitchen. We have started on the kitchen. We have made our dining room basically the area to stack boxes. I moved our dining table under here, and we're just building around it. I've finished Wilder's room. That was like the first room that I wanted to get done, so that it was just out of the way and that he is going to be able to play in it. So right now I'm going to focus on the kitchen and try and crank some of that out. But before I jump into it, if you haven't already, please consider hitting that subscribe button. I would love to have you as a part of this empowering community, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy the vlogs. I love making these, and especially during a time like this, it's kind of my sanity to have something to focus on.
He took off top the Chevy off. She read between his parted lips, his words leaking like a sieve. The corner where she stands, the pretty face she fans, and every moon a quarter turn, she waits for her man. You think never me until someone
got my little backpack helper now. We had our babysitter here, but she has left, so I've got Indy on my back now. Wilder is down napping. I've gotten a lot of the kitchen done, but definitely not all of the kitchen done. I truly would not be able to handle this move without this carrier. It's so nice that Indy is the age where I can actually wear her comfortably on my back now. I used to only be able to wear her on the front, and when you're like packing a house up, having a baby in front of you It's really difficult. So now I've got her back here. She's happy as a clam back here and will hang out with me while I'm packing. This is the Ergo Baby Omni Carrier. We literally have it in 2 colors, and we keep one in the house and one in the car because we use them so much. It fits me, it fits Drew, and Indy is happy in it no matter which way you have her facing. So highly recommend. I'll leave a link for it below. I want to say this color, this like tan color, is totally sold out and like has been for months. And I have the pearl gray one as well. I got both of mine secondhand on Facebook Marketplace for literally a third or fourth of the cost of buying it new. Always check there first. Always check Facebook Marketplace first. People are always selling baby carriers because I feel like a lot of people think they'll use them more than they do, or like their baby doesn't like a certain one even if their other kid liked it. Always recommend checking out secondhand first. I am gathering things up that we are donating. We are trying to purge as much as we possibly can before we move. I just refuse to move anything that we aren't actively using every single day because this is a big move and every box counts. Good morning, good morning. It is the next day. We are taking a quick reset, a quick break this morning. We have decided to get out of the house and come to the park, which feels very counterintuitive when you have a ton of stuff to pack. But these kids need some fresh air. We need to run off some energy. We need to do something that isn't packing. It's about 8 a.m. and I wanted to get them both out before the day starts. Indy decided to start growing 2 teeth on this move, and she also decided to start crawling and pulling herself up on things. And our house is a literal disaster zone, and it has made it a lot more tricky than we thought it would be. We thought she was still in that like stationary phase, and she is just on the go. She also sleep-wise started to wake up so much in the middle of the night, and she was waking up, I mean, she usually was waking up like 1 or 2 times basically since she was born. There was a nice stint of time where she slept through the night, but she started to wake up like 5, 6 times throughout the night, and it was so bizarre. We could not figure it out. We adjusted her wake windows and we're keeping her up a little bit longer at each time, and she slept through the night. Hi. She slept through the night. It's been 3 nights now. I didn't want to say anything because, you know, 1 night is whatever, but 3 nights in a row. She's never ever slept this long. She slept 10 hours all 3 nights.
Try to find it. Go cry. Down to Monster Cook.
This is one of our favorite parks. It's so beautiful, and it actually used to be a lot older, and they updated it about a year ago or 6 months ago. We used to live right down the street from here, so we came all the time. This is one of the places that we will definitely miss. But yeah, moving with kids is just a whole other ball game. He just has so much energy. I mean, he's 2.5 years old and he just never stops, and not even for packing, and it's very grounding. It keeps me very present in the moment. But it's also so frustrating because you pack a box and you turn around and the box is unpacked, or like you stack things up and they knock them over, and you set something down and they pick it up. So it's just a constant battle, and something that should take me 30 minutes takes me 6 hours, right? So we all just needed to get out this morning, even though we have so much to do. I really just thought it was very important to take some time and like get outside, be together, have a good time. When you're a kid and your parent is constantly saying, no, don't do that, like stop doing this, you can't do that, you can't go here, it weighs on them very heavily. So we needed a refresh. It's a lot, man. I feel for all of us because it is a lot, but we're gonna hang here for a bit and then head home and get to work. Oh my God, look at I'll deal with that. I'll deal with that in a second. It is getting down to the wire on this move. We are doing all of the things to try and get our rental back to how we found it, essentially. Drew just packed the kids up and went to go pick up dinner for us. We have been doing all kinds of stuff today. It is do or die. The movers come tomorrow. So we are in crunch time. I can't with my hair. Honestly, anybody who looks good during a move, I don't know how you do it. I've been wearing the same like smock black dress so that if it gets dirty and like covered in paint and spackle, I don't care. And I'm just wearing this with biker shorts. And I got my bangs trimmed before like a week ago, and I wanted to get them trimmed extra short because I'm not gonna have a hair person. So I had her trim them like almost to here. Like they're really short and very, very edgy. And so I've just been putting my hair up in a clip like this to keep my bangs out of my face, and I just look like such a hot mess, but we're doing what we need to do. This is real life. I don't look cute during this move, that's for sure. So we waited to the last minute to do all this stuff because this is Wilder's room, and I didn't want to take his curtains down until the very last minute so that he still takes good naps, because these are his blackout curtains. And we have these like paper shades that we can leave up because they're literally just attached with adhesive. They're just like stickers, but I needed to take his curtains down so that I can spackle these holes. And oh no, these screws are too small. Everything just feels really difficult today. Nothing is going as easily as I would hope it would. Exhibit A. It's just like things that shouldn't be hard are really, really hard for some reason. And I don't know why. The moving gods are against me right now. Everything that I've like waited to do because I felt like it made the most sense to wait has just taken 3 times as long as I thought it would. Like doing a simple task like taking curtains down. I just pulled one of the screws out and it just like made the biggest hole. But anyway, we're hanging in there. Why is my focus like refusing to focus on me? My camera's like, don't show yourself like this. We got confirmation from the movers about arriving tomorrow, and we ended up hiring movers this time. We had talked about doing like a pod rental and loading it ourselves. We talked about doing a U-Haul, and we kind of looked into all of the options. I was very hesitant to go with a full service like moving company. They aren't packing our stuff, obviously. We've packed everything, so it's not entirely full service, but they are gonna come and move everything, drive the truck to Vermont, and unload it there. I was very skeptical of doing it because I've only heard horror stories, if I'm being honest. And I'm very attached to some of the things that we have. I have a lot of vintage stuff. I have a lot of secondhand pieces that you just can't get very easily. And a lot of the things are just very breakable and like made out of glass and mirror. And yeah, I'm just very nervous to have my stuff in someone else's hands. I've also, like I said, I've just heard horror stories about all kinds of things, not just breaking stuff, but like, price gouging you whenever, like they'll give you a quote and then when they arrive, they tell you that it's going to be more expensive than the quote, and that like once they actually have your stuff in hand, they increase the price. And yeah, I'm very skeptical, but I found a company that has really fantastic reviews. It's actually a local company. It's not like a really like huge countrywide service. It's a local mover. They have outstanding reviews. Truly the reviews are the things that sold me on it. And so far our experience has been really positive with them. So they will be here tomorrow morning between 8 and 9 a.m. And then once they pack the truck up and leave, we actually hired cleaners this time around. I've always cleaned out my rentals, but the reason we really like this moving service is that they're going to be able to take our stuff and meet us in Vermont in 2 days. All of the other moving services, they were like, it'll be 2 weeks before we can deliver your stuff, and we can't even give you an exact time frame for when we'll arrive. We can just give you a window of time, which is just not ideal. So they're gonna meet us there 2 days from when they move us, which is really amazing. But that means that we have to haul to get there because we're gonna have the kids and our dog. So it's gonna be a packed car, and it's a 13-hour drive without kids, without stopping for kids. And with kids, especially a baby, like we're gonna be stopping every 2 to 3 hours for them. And we stop for at least 30 minutes, you know? It's never a quick 10-minute stop. It's at least 30 minutes, if not longer. So we're splitting the trip up into 2 pieces. We have a hotel booked halfway between here and there, it's a little bit less than halfway for the first day, and then a little longer the second day. So after they move everything, we're gonna leave. I have to drop off the keys to the cleaner because we're gonna have the house obviously cleaned, and we'll be on our way. It's just truly crazy. I can't believe we're here at this point in time. So I'm getting the rest of these curtains down, spackling these holes so the spackle can dry, and then I'll paint over. We have everything packed and stacked and emptied, and it is 1 a.m. We have almost everything done. We're gonna go and get a little bit of sleep before the big day. But tomorrow, Wilder gets to take down the one.
That's too damn bad.